Hi, I'm Veena and welcome to Simply Sindhi. Thank you all for the lovely feedback that you've been giving me and the special request to make the Sindhi favorite Dal Pakwan. So today I'm going to show you the complete recipe for making Dal Pakwan and chutney the authentic Sindhi way, and I hope you do enjoy it. So let's take a look at the ingredients that go into making Channa Dal for Dal Pakwan. I have here one bowl of Channa Dal which has been soaked for about an hour in water. The dal was actually just a little more than half the bowl, but after soaking it has swelled up to the whole bowl. I have here one medium-sized tomato grated, one medium-sized onion finely chopped, 2 green chillies finely chopped, 1 inch piece ginger finely chopped, a few coriander leaves finely chopped, salt to taste, 1 teaspoon of coriander or dhania powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. It's time to start making dal now, so I'm first going to light the flame and place this cooker on it. Next we are going to add 3 tablespoons of oil. The oil is now hot, so I'm going to add the chopped ginger, now the green chilies and the chopped onion. And now I'm going to saute these onions with the ginger and chilies till they are translucent, so just a couple of minutes. The onions have now become translucent, so it's time to add the Channa Dal. Now we are going to mix all of this very well. I'm now mixing the dal well with the onions and chili masalas, and now it's time to add the dry spices. This dal does not take in too much of spices because it is had with Pakwaan, so it's supposed to be bland, and it is accompanied by a very tasty chutney. The Channa Dal that we are making today does not have too many spices because it's had with Pakwaan and it's supposed to be bland because it is accompanied by a very tasty and yummy chutney which goes with it. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of coriander or dhania powder and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder. Turn it around. I've mixed all of this very well, and now I'm going to add the grated tomato. Now this tomato is also optional. It gives it a little tang and a nice flavor, but if you do not have tomato, you can make the dal even without tomato. I'm going to turn this around well so that the tomatoes are completely blended into the dal and not visible at all. So while I am turning this around to see that the tomatoes get completely dissolved, I have taken 2 cups of water here, which I am going to put in this pateli, and I am going to bring this to a boil. As you'll see, I am turning this dal constantly so that the spices and the tomatoes are well blended and they all become homogeneous. We've now come to the last stage of making the dal, and now I'm going to add salt and half of the chopped coriander leaves. Give it one good mix. Water has boiled, so I've turned off the flame, and now I'm going to add the boiling water. Turn it around. So I've now added water. I'm just stirring the dal. And now I'm going to shut the pressure cooker. Allow the first whistle to blow, then lower the flame and cook it for precisely 5 minutes. already shown you how to make dal for Dal Pakwan, and now I'm going to show you how to make the tangy tamarind chutney, which is easy to make and a great accompaniment. As the name suggests, the base for this chutney is tamarind. So I have here tamarind pulp. I had taken a golf ball sized ball of tamarind which I soaked in a bowl of water for about an hour, and now we have taken out the pulp by squeezing out the tamarind from the water. So this is that pulp. I have here one small onion very finely chopped, a few coriander leaves finely chopped, quarter teaspoon of red chilli powder, one green chilli finely chopped, one small piece of jaggery, and salt to taste. So it's now time to mix all the ingredients to make our super easy chutney. So I'm first going to add the chopped onion. Now quarter teaspoon of red chilli powder, the chopped green chilies, coriander leaves, one small piece of jaggery, and salt. I've now added all the ingredients, and so I'm mixing them very well, especially the jaggery, to see that it gets completely dissolved and gives it a nice flavor to the chutney. After which I'm going to cover it and just keep it in the fridge for a while to chill. Our tangy tamarind chutney is now ready. We are now ready to make Pakwaan, so that you have the complete recipe for the all-time favorite Sunday Sindhi breakfast or brunch, which is Dal Pakwan with chutney. So what are the ingredients that go into making Pakwaans? I have here in this plate or thal, maida or all-purpose flour. There's water to knead the dough. A little pinch of salt will be added. There's oil, 3 to 4 teaspoons for kneading the dough. And in this jar I have oil for deep frying the Pakwaans. So let's start making the dough for the Pakwaans. I'm now going to add a pinch of salt and 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil. And now I will knead this dough with water. So we are going to mix this all very well and knead it into a dough which is slightly stiffer or harder than the chapati dough. That is because maida is slightly elastic when it's made. So when we roll it out, it will become softer as we start rolling. Our dough for the Pakwaan is now ready, and as you'll see, I just used a little bit of oil on my palms to smoothen it out and make it into this kind of a roll. Our dough is now ready, and I'm now going to make small balls out of it for each Pakwaan. So this is how we are going to make the balls, and then I'll make balls out of the whole dough and we'll start rolling out the Pakwaans. So we are now going to start rolling out the Pakwaans. So we've made these balls, small balls. I'll take each ball and I'm just going to flatten it in the dry maida, and now I'm going to start rolling it. As I said earlier, the maida is elastic, so as you roll it, it will keep stretching, and we need to make it as thin as possible. So I'm going to try and make this as thin as I can, so that when we fry it and eat it, it tastes light and yummy. So now I have rolled out one. As you'll see, it's round, it's very thin, and now what I'm going to do is, before I place it on this sheet of paper, I'm going to prick it in a few places. The idea of pricking is that when we fry it, it should not swell up and it should not become like a puri, because we want it to be completely crisp. We are now ready to fry the Pakwaans, so I'm going to light the flame and place this kadai here. Now I'm going to add oil, and we'll put about so much so that the Pakwaans can dip in well into the oil. I'm going to allow the oil to get heated. It looks like the oil is heated, but I'm going to make sure by just putting a tiny speck of this into the oil, and if it rises up quickly, that means the oil is done. It's taking a wee bit of time, so I'll wait for a minute more. Yeah, it's now done. So I'm going to lower the flame because pakwans need to be fried on a low flame, and I'm now going to drop one of the pakwans into the oil. I will make sure that it stays below the oil and it doesn't rise up at any place. And we need to get it evenly golden brown, and that's why we cook it we fry it on a low flame. I'm now going to turn it over. Let the other side cook as well. This is how the color needs to be on either side. And now it's ready to be removed from the kadai, and I'm going to take it out on a tissue. That was me showing you how to make the Sindhi favorite of Dal, Pakwan and Tangy Tamarind Chutney. I hope you enjoyed and share it with your family and friends. And if you do, please subscribe to our channel, and we love your feedback as always.